Tariffs is the most beautiful word to me in the dictionary.
Trump's tariffs and resulting trade wars are the talk of the town today. But not many know about the war that preceded these wars, the Great Chicken War. In this video, we will tell you all about how the chicken tax was hatched. So let's roll back to the years and head to 1960s. Around this time, chicken was becoming popular in Europe, especially Western Germany. And American poultry companies were producing them by the loads. A perfect recipe, right? Americans had adopted factory farming, leading to a surplus and a lot of exports to, you guessed it right, Europe. But this arrangement was not to everyone's taste. European farmers were finding it tough to compete and were being driven out of the market. You see, the continent was already struggling to recover from World War II. And what happens when people are unhappy? Protests. And just like that, the chicken war began in the mid-1962. The European Union decided to impose tariffs on US imported chicken. France was the first one to do so, followed by Germany, then Italy, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg. Germany alone more than doubled its tariff. This wiped off price advantages of American poultry companies. Their exports, in fact, began plummeting. In fact, the exports reduced at least 66%, costing US $46 million in lost sales. The US chicken farmers and politicians were angry. They demanded revenge. Interestingly, around this time, Americans were embracing Beetle and Type 2 vans coming out of Europe. And in a tit-for-tat, US imposed a 25% tariff on light trucks. This had a major impact on European auto companies. The American strategy worked. Volkswagen's sales in US decelerated to $12 million in 1964, falling 50% in just 1 year. But who really paid the price here? Consumers. People in Europe had to spend more money on chicken, and Americans had fewer options for light trucks. According to experts, tariffs often result in higher prices for consumers. And once imposed, they're not so easy to get rid of. Tariffs, retaliatory tariffs, and possible trade war could in turn harm global economic growth and lead to job losses. Now cut to the present. The legacy of chicken tax is continuing. Trump imposed 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports. Interestingly, US is the world's largest importer of steel. Canada, Brazil, and Mexico are its top 3 suppliers. And indications are Trump isn't going to stop soon. He has called for reciprocal tariffs on India. He imposed a 10% tariff on imported goods from China and 25% tariff on both Mexico and Canada. But if tariffs are harmful, why is Trump so adamant? Well, over the last few decades, China has dominated global manufacturing. Its large manufacturing sector and high export volumes have fueled the country's economic rise. And while consumers enjoy cheaper Chinese imports, domestic manufacturers don't. Being the largest exporter, China often exports items like steel below market value, or in other words, dumping. And Trump thinks that is an unfair trade practice. Trump said that by imposing tariff, US does not want to take advantage, but just wants fairness. So Donald is using his Trump card to ignite a trade war between countries. What do you think about Trump's version of chicken war? Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and stay tuned to NDTV Profit.